Yeah, that's good. Hello. Wait for see if anybody gets on. It's kind of early. We're doing it at 11:11 almost. That's crazy. It's 11:10. I should have put 11:11. This is Flip. Yes, that's his name. I'm going to be asking him some fun questions about being homeschooled almost his whole life. My first question for Flip, this is our 17-year-old, our oldest of 5, and he's awesome. So I'm excited for you guys to get to hear from him and what a day in his life is like. He went to kindergarten in Hawaii, and then from there he's always been homeschooled his whole life. So my first question from him is, are you happy that you went to public school at least once? Do you think it was a cool experience?
It wasn't really like anything like real school, because kindergarten and first grade, and especially in the islands, they just had us like relearning the alphabet and drawing shapes and just basically keeping us entertained.
That's what you do in kindergarten.
Yeah, but you weren't learning like anything. And I know that a lot of the kids in that class were failing over and over again and being held back, which it was like the easiest stuff. I think even I had to go back, but it's just because the teacher was not like a good teacher. She was more like a babysitter.
Yeah, they called in a lot when the surf was up because they would come up and get their boards out. So do you feel at this stage in life that you got enough education to make it in the real world with just doing what you did homeschooling?
Yeah.
And it wasn't this extreme curriculum. I'm not one of those kind of homeschoolers. So you feel like you can make it out here with just the education you have?
Yeah, because there's never a moment that you can't learn more.
That's a good answer. That's true. Yeah, and there's School of YouTube.
There's never a moment that, especially in 2025, that you can't just look something up, you know?
So there's never any time you're like, man, I wish I could have got a little bit better education. I wish that my parents put a little more effort into my schooling. Because you're not really unschooled.
Because I listen to my friends that are in public school and they hated those years, and they wish they could have been basically doing what I'm doing. And all my friends that have like met me and met you are like, whoa, she's cool. She does homeschool, she takes them out and stuff, you know. Like
got to experience the real world.
Brady wanted to live with us for a while because that was summer break, but still, you know, it's just because like they saw the nurturing, you know, that you had for the kids and like teaching them out in the yard.
He's sweet. I told you guys he's the best. Now you made me cry. I wasn't planning on that. Having him out in the yard, is that what you said?
Out in like the backyard at the White House, like teaching them with the books, reading, making them learn stuff.
I think that kids, honestly, we were talking about this yesterday with my homeschool group, like a lot of the parents that I talked to, and then one of the moms I talked to yesterday was like, I took my son out in 3rd grade because the teacher was like, he has ADD and he's not sitting and listening. And I'm like, they don't need to sit and listen. They need to be upside down or outside or listen, kids.
Each person has their own needs and their own special, their own like special things that they have to cater to, and people have to, you know. So like some people need their parents or their mom to teach them.
Yeah.
Even like Holly, my coworker, she did online her whole life.
So they don't get overlooked in the classroom. Yeah. Just push through.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you're not writing that right. Hey, you're not saying that right. Hey, we don't say that. What did Ari say this week? Something funny. And Dad was like, right on the spot teaching. So I know most parents do this when their kids are home.
People have to, a lot of kids have to sit in class and learn about things that they don't want to learn about all day. And I think that might be taking up some of their brain space for the things that they actually want to pursue or like learn, or like emotional, like how to talk to people in person, you know?
Yeah, being out in the world all day, I bet you definitely probably do very well with talking to people at work, because you've been out in the world surviving since you were like 10. Going to Fry's, buying groceries, not really, but you know what I mean, very young. So I figure that, you know, everybody talks about how well-spoken homeschoolers are. Why does your wall look so dirty? I should show them your room.
It's a concrete wall.
So that's a good question. I'm going to show you guys. How awesome. And I'm kind of freaked out to be down here right now because he just told me that the snake got out again. So I guess that's not a skill that he has honed in, because how many times has it gone?
I don't know how we got out this time.
Maybe like
I
5
have
times.
2 skateboards up there, the heating lamp and a rock on top of the tank. So
So he lives in the basement. Hi. Hey guys, I'm so glad you came. We're talking about growing up homeschooling, and this is our oldest Flip. He's 17. I'm just asking him different questions about a day in his life, and if he feels like he got the skills he needed. Being homeschooled his whole life, and he wasn't unschooled. We did do workbooks, we did do reading, we did do online, but not that much. A lot of the days were spent out. Actually started working probably at between selling stuff
the
out
first
front.
job that I had,
Well,
the
you were
first
doing easy
real
shift.
job that I had was
When I
at
was giving you
15,
money, yeah.
and I worked at a
Blimpie.
sub place for like a week, but I had already had the the mental capacity to see that I was not being treated right in the first week of working there, and I got out of there. And then she found me another job, and that one didn't work very smooth. I worked there for a little bit longer, but they were just kind of weird on the pay, so I left that place. And
They were
you
not
would think,
business.
oh, this homeschool kid has already had 2 jobs, and when he was younger, setting up lemonade stands, buying lemonade from cheap clearance places,
Well, we lived on a park, so it was really
So-
cool. They were very entrepreneur. And then another thing he
cutting
did,
grass.
you did a lot of picture jobs. You've taken a lot of secret jobs, pictures, view it. I don't know if you ever did Chase Banks, but you did a lot of grocery stores. Like, there's a lot of skills that you learned that you could go turn on right now if you wanted to, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of cool. But I always wonder if you're like ever worried that I didn't get the education that my friends get. So I'm glad we had this talk. It never comes to your mind like, shoot, I got the short
The
end of
only
stick.
thing that I do think about sometimes is when I have to take the GED. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, but that's school of YouTube. That's going to be soon because you're turning 18. It'd be a good time to take it. And nothing says that you have to. You get to. You get to take the GED, and you get to take it as many times as you need to. You could take it till there's people that go back and get their GED at 40 years old just because they wanted to have some kind of I did schooling. That's what the GED kind of is. Like, I did enough to know how to pass a test in my life, in my younger years. So, and also just kind of looks better on your resume, I guess. So, I mean, not that we are from USA. What about you? Whatever. There's no way I could say it. Flip's gonna pronounce it.
Shujit Mishra,
Hi, LNT.
United States.
USA, where it's half burning, half frozen. No, it's getting better. Other question, he's got to go to work soon, is do you deal with a lot of Karens at work? Or is it like,
I deal with a lot of more so like
come closer? I don't know if they'll hear
NPC players. I don't know if it's people, that means like non-playing characters in a video game. I don't know if it's people just all in their own mind all the time, or if people are just losing function to talk and like be real.
Because they're on their phones?
Yeah, I don't know what it is. If it's the phones, if it's I don't even know.
Well, I think a big thing going on right
But
now
people
is
are
choose your
just-
words. Like, less words is more. So people are trying to some people are really trying to hone in on less words. But when you're ordering coffee.
Yeah, but you could still be kind. Like,
Yeah.
people just pull up, they give me their card. I say, hello, how are you? Nothing back. Take the card, scan it. Do you want a receipt? Nothing back. Just hand them the receipt.
Okay,
Give them their
that's bad.
order, and then they just speed off. They usually drive over the curb.
Yeah.
It's like,
It's crazy
yeah.
how many people drive over the curb when I'm in the drive-thru. It's like Beamers and Mercedes that are brand new just getting completely ragged out over the curb. I'm like, how many drive-thrus do you go through a week? Your car is going to be like bottomed out. But yeah, that's interesting to see. Have you had anything crazy or funny happen this week? He has funny stories.
This week, let me think. Yesterday, Alex said some money. My manager said that $5 was missing out of the cash register, and we've had this happen before with other employees. And then he comes and he switched the money box, and he drops both of them all over the floor. So there was money everywhere. So like, yeah, maybe there's gonna be
Dang
money
it.
missing.
I should have
So
been up
then-
there.
I mean, it was in the bag.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
gonna be money missing, huh?
Yeah. I didn't. I just heard it.
Oh, okay.
I was taking out
I
the
thought you were
trash.
playing like 10-minute
Nah.
pickup, Mr. Beast games in there. How much can you grab in a minute? Oh. So yeah, I'm sure there'll be
Mr.
money
Beast
missing.
is talking about buying TikTok, so it doesn't have to be.
Oh, it's gonna be called Fan Base now. America's getting a new TikTok because when it goes away, it's going away on the 24th. I didn't know he's talking about it. I mean, it's really a very
I don't know if
intense
it's real or
situation
not.
because a lot of people have gone and bought these $1 million houses by us, and they made their money on TikTok and they made their lifestyle off of it, which isn't a huge foundation ever with the internet because you never know if we're gonna get a solar flare, whatever is gonna cause the Wi-Fi. But it is kind of a crazy upheaval right now. People that are like, I'm gonna lose my Mercedes and my cars that I bought with TikTok and my income.
I got these new shirts.
If Mr. Beast saves the day, I'm sure they would absolutely love him more than most of the people in this world and country do, with him being spoiling everybody. Oh, he got a new work shirt. Oh, but he might not be wearing it long. Tell us about that and I'll let him go because he's got to leave. But he might be leaving Duncan. He's worked there for a year. We'll see. And he also does flip clothes. Do you like doing
Got
that?
a lot of good stuff yesterday.
Do you like doing that?
Yeah, thankfully we have a thrift store near us that sells clothes for really cheap, and then we can flip them up.
Yeah.
At other stores like Plato's Closet and Uptown Cheapskate. What's the one you use?
Clothes Mentor, Kid to Kid. It's so cool. Yeah, like those are consignment stores he's talking about. We have a really cool thrift store by us that's like amazing, and the clothes. Yeah, I can't talk too much about it. It's our secret. No, we have all these really neat stores. I'm sure everybody does. If you don't know how to make extra money, just start looking up bin stores near you. Start looking up what are they called? Thrift store outlets. That's what you want to Google, and it will blow your mind what you can get stuff for and flip it for. So. Anyway, thank you guys for listening. I'm glad we got to talk to him about his schooling. And what would you love to do as your dream job? Cars, something with cars? Would be my guess. I shouldn't answer it for you.
Probably.
They're everywhere. That's what made me think of that question. And skateboards.
Ari did say I'd be a really good NASCAR driver.
Oh. Where is he? I'm gonna go smother him and tell him we don't do that here. The skateboarding in the head has been enough.
Yeah.
I posted
I don't
that on
know.
Facebook.
Since a kid, I never really had a dream job. I just want to be able to like travel more so.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
See, I didn't know because I thought you're more of a stay-on. So Ari really wants to be able to travel the whole world. And I didn't know that because we took them traveling so much when they were young that I thought maybe they were burnt out on it. So that's cool. Like, okay, I've done that enough, packing up, going.
But like, I want to be able to provide enough to be able to travel to other countries if it's safe enough, or if it's safe enough in the coming years, I guess.
Yeah. All right. Thank you guys for watching. We'll talk again soon. I hope you enjoyed this interview and have a great hump day. Bye. It's Wednesday.